Hi, it's me, your friendly neighborhood artist, and I'm here to talk about some art drama that I saw on Twitter. As you know, that's where all the drama starts, is on Twitter. And this came about because a small artist, I'm not going to name the artists, and a commissioner, they had a miscommunication issue. Basically, the smaller artist was commissioned by the bigger artist, and the art was for a project, like possibly a Kickstarter project. And the person in question, the artist, went and they posted a whip that was not going to be used for the final project, right? You know, because they're working on it. And the big artist got real upset because the piece of art that they actually posted was a whip in a style that they really hated. And they said something kind of nasty to the person, and that led to the artist getting a little bit of harassment and people kind of making fun of them a little bit and saying, "Oh well, you have that Cal art style." Even though to be honest, I didn't really see that. I don't really think that artist has a Cal art style. They just have something that's similar to it. It just looks kind of like that. Well, anyway, they posted a whip, and the whip was something that the commissioner didn't like and didn't want. So, I'm certain that the artist didn't think there was any harm in posting something that wasn't going to be used as a whip. And I felt really bad for the commissioner, because it brought the person who had the big audience over to them, and people were, being kind of mean. So instead of going to the person personally in DMs, they called him out on public. And then because the other person was kind of a harasser, well, how you'd put it, because they did bring this negative attention. That person ended up getting harassed too by people who supported the smaller artists, and there's all this stuff on their Twitter kind of yelling at them and making fun of their OC and making fun of their ideas and stuff, like, because they posted screenshots, and it was a bunch of stuff that never needed to happen in the first place. If the person who had the bigger following had just kind of, like, the thing is I feel like people who are, I don't even want to say terminally online, I feel like no one has learned the lesson of, like, don't tell people anything in public. If you have something to say it in private. Because, like, I learned this when I was, like, a kid on the internet. Like, don't say anything that you don't want recorded or kept about you on the internet. Like, that's why I've never shared my, like, whole name with anybody on the internet. You just don't share certain things on the internet, and that's, like, if you're gonna be mad at somebody, if you're gonna argue with someone, something that's, like, edgy or nasty, just keep it off when it's connected to you. You don't have to, like, go wild on the internet, like, where you're talking to someone directly, right? Unless you don't care. But both parties actually cared about the situation, and overall it did get sorted by both parties acting maturely after a time, but both people got hurt because the person with the big following didn't want to message them directly. And this leads into the whole thing where you should probably update your TOS and how you handle commercial projects. and make sure you do have one, because it can really bite you in the ass later. And I had a commissioner that didn't like something that I did, and they ended up getting a full refund on the artwork on Fiverr, and that's why I don't really take commissions now, because I lost like $300. So if you haven't updated your cost, you should probably update it to reflect things. So it's mostly to protect yourself, and some people don't like if you have like a big toss, but you don't have to have like a huge old big toss. You can just say like, you can have just like a list of things. You don't have to have like a huge law thing that scrolls multiple times. It can just be a few list of rules, because that's really all you need to get through, so you don't get screwed and you don't lose money and you're not embarrassed and you can protect yourself. But that's pretty much what I have to say today. I know this is like a shorter video. I'm still working on the video for the character design. I didn't really have time to work on it because I'm gonna be out of town for the next week. So this is gonna be uploaded a week from now. I'll probably post some kind of short or something at some point during the week. I upload videos every Wednesday. And like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you can. And I guess I am out of here. Danger Toss. Thanks for watching my video, and have a good week in the future.